everyone, and welcome inside Robinson, Illinois High School. Here as your Mount Carmel Golden Aces travel up here to Robinson to take on the Robinson Maroons. I'm Riley Angel alongside my partner Max Gerlach. Max, this Mount Carmel squad coming off that Pinckneyville tournament where they were competitive, what do they need to do tonight against this Robinson team who has also been struggling?
Well, they've got to find an offensive flow early. Something I talked about in the girls' game was simply just the fact that Kentucky, they're my favorite team, Riley. I've talked about this a little bit on air. Kentucky has not found an offensive flow consistently throughout the year. That's something that these teams have to find early in the years, establish what they're going to do offensively, and then especially early in a game is finding what's working. Are you going to have to work from inside to out? Are you going to have to work more on the perimeter? What's going to be your goal? Where are you going to attack the defense at? That's got to be exactly where the Aces are focusing their attack early in tonight's ball game.
One thing good for the Aces since the last time we covered them is Rhett Andrews over the past couple games has come back, no longer injured, back on the playing surface. Boy, that is so huge for this Golden Aces team who without him really struggled inside.
Yeah, Rhett Andrews is a hustler. He might not go out and give you 10, 15 points a game, but he's going to make up for that when he's getting 8 to 10 rebounds a game. He's always going to be there contesting shots, jumps really well. If you look at him, he has some of the longest arms of any player, I think, here or any person here. He contests so many shots. He just really does a great job of altering takes for people, and he does a good job of using those long arms to reach out and grab boards in the air that you honestly don't think he'll be able to grab.
Reminder, this is the coach's pregame show brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10th Avenue and Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, call 263-3285. And that length tonight for Mount Carmel is going to be a big focal point because of the size of this Robinson Maroons team. A guy listed at 6'7", another at 6'6". Then you have 6'2", 6'3", 6'3", 6'2 again. This Robinson team, they're big, but they do have some weaknesses as it shows in their record.
Yeah, they're very big, and I'm guessing that if you're going to press, then they don't have the guards that they're going to need to be able to bring the ball up consistently. A player to look at, like you said, Cruz Dunlap. He's 6'7", 240 pounds. You look at him, he's out there on the perimeter. Really smooth jump shot, averages 15 points a game on the year, leads the team in rebounds per game. So I think the Aces are going to rotate between Jack Webb and Rhett Andrews, and a tough man-to-man on him. Then again, with the size, you don't think they're going to be as just good on the perimeters most teams are going to see. So maybe they do run a zone instead of a man-to-man. They try to pack in the paint and make them beat you outside. But the size rebounding-wise, Mount Carmel usually runs 3 to 4 guards with a big, and now with Jack Webb back, they might be able to get that second big on the floor. We're going to see what they come out with against this really better than their record Robinson Maroons squad.
Now, with the struggles that you suspect this Maroons team might have on the perimeter, what does that give Shane Metter, who is the best player on this Mount Carmel team, what does that give him to look at offensively?
It gives him a step. He's going to be a step quicker than everybody, and it hasn't mattered the size yet this year. He's one of just the quickest stop-and-go players I've seen really in my time of watching basketball. Does a really good job of putting on the brakes and does a really good job of just getting out with that first step. He is a great scorer of the basketball. He does like to get to the rim first and then work outside off of that. So with the taller people, they're going to be able to contest his shot. They're going to be able to alter his shot a little bit more and just make it harder for him to attack the rim. So he's going to have to get that perimeter, make them step out at them, get to the rim. They're going to help hard. Everybody's going to help hard. Got to be willing to pass to that backside, and the extra look is going to be open because hopefully with the size, they're just a tad bit slower. They don't rotate as well. Always looking for the extra pass.
Again, this is the coach's pregame show brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10th Avenue, Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, call 263-3285. When we come back, we'll talk about starting lineups and a little more about this matchup from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2025 Ford F-150 with 0% financing or a Bronco for $499 a month on a 36-month lease. Find your new vehicle at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Your best deals are at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a 2026 Pacifica, only $399 a month. Or lease a 26 Durango for $449 a month. See store for details. And go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Welcome back to the Coach's Pregame Show, brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10th Avenue, Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, call 263-3285. I'm Ronnie Angel alongside my partner Max Gerlach. So happy to be here with you on this Friday night. Glad you're joining us here as Mount Carmel takes on the Robinson Maroons. Now, both these teams did play in their own Christmas tournaments. Robinson, a little more success than Mount Carmel in their own playing.
Yeah, Robinson went up there to Dietrich for their Christmas tournament, and Dietrich Christmas tournament is not as big of a tournament as the Duster Thomas down at Pinckneyville. It's more of a 1A focused tournament, and Robinson going up to that, I think they were probably the biggest school there enrollment-wise. They got third there, lost to a Sullivan team in pool play. I don't know who they beat in that game to win the third place, but then, of course, Mount Carmel down at the Duster Thomas. They lost to Murfreesboro in the first round, lost to Carlisle in the second round, if I'm not mistaken, then beat Meridian, who usually is a very, very solid 1A team, as I think they're having a down year this year. They don't have some of the same guys back as I know they made to the Super Sectional last year, and then 2 years ago they were in the state championship game. So that's a big win for the Aces. And then Chester in that 13th place game ended up losing to them, but Chester, once again, a very solid 2A team, and if you got teams with 8 wins in the 13th place game, you're in a high-quality tournament. Can't really say the same for Robinson as the Dietrich, just a hair bit weaker this year than years past.
And another thing for Mount Carmel, coming off a win at El Dorado, 64-40, so this Mount Carmel team, they were competitive in the Pinckneyville tournament, getting a win there, unlike they were able to do last year. And that win against El Dorado, they're probably feeling pretty good.
Yeah, they're definitely feeling pretty good. There's not many things harder to do in Southern Illinois than winning El Dorado, especially when you're playing El Dorado. That gym is probably one of the coolest around here. The EHT is an awesome tournament when they have it down there. Just one of those that's fun to be around, and playing and winning at El Dorado has to be an awesome experience. And you know, also that does kind of pan into how Aces are undefeated against Black Diamond Conference opponents, as they beat a very solid Florida team who actually beat Olney by 10+ points earlier this year.
And one more quick thing before we head to the anthem, Mount Carmel and Robinson both winless in the LIC, looking for that first conference win here tonight. That'll do it for the Coach's Pregame Show, brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10th Avenue, Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, call 263-3285. We'll be back after the anthem. You're listening to Mount Carmel basketball from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth.
Teaching kids about money is an important step, and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th foot long free.
4 foot long's free. Fix my fibula later.
4th foot long's free. Finish flirting with Philip.
4th foot long's free. Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted flower peckers, Frank.
4 foot long's free. Forget the fabric sale, Francine. Folks are freaking out over 4th foot long free.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. Open the draperies in the house. Let the sun warm the interior of your home during the day. That helps reduce some of that heating load during the day. Consider installing programmable thermostats. You know, you can drop the temperature down while you're not there, or in the evening times when you're asleep, make the house a little cooler, and then have those programmable thermostats bring the temperature up at the times you're actually in the home, not away.
Corporate America Family Credit Union at 1011 Oak Street in Mount Carmel is ready to serve you with the financial tools you need for your life's journey. Our staff consists of friends and neighbors from our community, here to serve you like family. We offer a full line of financial services, including new and used vehicle loans, home loans, checking and savings accounts, access to no surcharge ATMs, 24/7 account access, and more. Call or visit us today. Corporate America Family Credit Union, empowering financial success.
The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head, or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks, or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person.
Back here in Robinson, Illinois, inside Robinson High School for Mount Carmel Golden Aces basketball. I'm Riley Angel alongside Max Gerlach as your Mount Carmel Golden Aces travel up about an hour north to Robinson to face this Maroons team. These starting lineups are in memory of the co-founder of Mount Carmel Sports Boosters, H.D. White, and his wife, Helen. For Mount Carmel, this is the five: Jack Webb, Owen Blake, Shane Metter, Wade Keepus, and Elliot Akery. Max, who in this starting five needs to play well for Mount Carmel to be successful here tonight?
Got to be Jack Webb down low. He's got to bring a presence in the paint. Really, I just don't feel like you can pick one player, as Owen Blake's got to get it rolling. He, in a lot of the games I've covered, he's been a consistent 15 to 20 point scorer, an amazing shooter, and standing at 6'2", he's the only other kind of forward slash big that the Aces have on the floor. Elliot Akery's going to have to guard somebody bigger. Wade Keepus is definitely going to have to guard somebody bigger. Shane Metter's going to have to guard somebody bigger. It's going to have to take everybody tonight to take down this Robinson squad.
For the Maroons, it is as follows: Andrew Sparks, Jackson Holt, Isaac Hardiman, Mason Arnon, and Cruz Dunlap. Obviously, Dunlap, the guy that's going to get the most focus defensively from Mount Carmel.
Yeah, he's such a good player. I think I remember a little bit of him last year. He does such a great job on the boards, does a really good job of working from the outside in, does a good job of posting up, just a really all-around good player that the Aces are going to have to focus a lot defensively on. I think we should see a lot of doubles in the paint and make him pass out of that position, and got to try to make them beat you from the perimeter.
Again, a reminder, Dunlap 15.3 a game along with 7 rebounds. So we'll see how that plays into the matchup between these two teams here tonight.
And also at 6'7", you would honestly think that he'd get a little more rebounds a game.
Yeah.
Not trying to be any way, but you're that tall, you've got to fight on the boards a little bit harder. So that's somebody that you got to hope. He wants to play from the perimeter, not going to be who you have to worry about on the boards. It's going to have to be number 5, Andrew Sparks, that you're going to have to take away from crashing. Number 25, Mason Arnon, away from crashing the board, so it's going to be a lot of perimeter box outs.
Sparks and Webb in center circle. Whistle blown. Referee throws the ball in the air, and we begin this one. Keepus in the backcourt gives it off to Metter. Mount Carmel in their road maroon uniforms, gold trim and lettering. Akery on the right wing, elbow extended now. Now in the right corner is Blake. Looking inside, can't quite find anyone he likes. One dribble, picks it up, and now trying to direct traffic to Metter, who now has it. 7:43 first quarter, just getting underway, no score. Mount Carmel with it. Metter driving right to the free throw line. Dumps it off to Webb, who's down on the right block. Goes up through contact, gets it to fall. Even though there was no foul call, 2-0 Mount Carmel.
Now in our second year of doing this, that's probably the best take I've seen Jack Webb. It was really strong, went up with 2 hands, didn't try to do anything fancy, just went up like the big man he is.
Arn on top of the key, trying to drive past Owen Blake, and does. Right block goes up off the rim and backboard, no good. Here comes Jack Webb, gets a tip from behind as he was trying to go coast to coast. It'll be Mount Carmel basketball underneath their own basket.
Just did a really great job in the half court. You get the rebound, slow it down, get it to Shane Metter, get it to Wade Keepus, set something up in the half court, go get another easy 2 points.
Shane Metter will take it out. Gets it up to Keepus, up top. Left elbow extended, now Metter left corner. Looking inside, but gives it right back off to Keepus. About a minute into this one, first quarter, 2-0 Mount Carmel.
Looks like the Maroons in a 2-3 zone to start out the night tonight.
Metter drives inside, draws the foul after a quick Euro step. He'll have 2 shots to the line. That's one thing Metter does so unbelievably well. He gets inside to his spots and is able to draw contact.
Yeah, he does a great job. He does what big men are supposed to do. He goes up with 2 hands through contact. He's going to take a couple swipes as he gets the ball up towards the rim.
Never mind, call was on the floor, not the shot, so Metter underneath. Gets it to Blake, right corner, now Keepus up top, elbow extended. Right back to Metter, pump fakes the 3-point shot in the corner and gets it right back up top. Mount Carmel taking their time as they have done most of the year offensively. Keepus drives, gets to the middle of the floor, kicks it off to Metter. Right corner, triple bottoms. Shea Metter, that's what he does. Shoots threes and makes them. 5-0 Mount Carmel, 6:30 to play first quarter.
And attack the guys in the zone who have to make a decision. That guy on the wing has to decide if he's going to take away the corner or take away Keepus on the kind of high ball screen.
Dunlap missing a short 15-footer, rebounded by Blake, now up to Metter. Here is Owen Blake, right wing. Trying to drive short corner, steps back, gives it off to Metter. He's directing traffic, closely guarded by Jackson Holt up top near the half-court line. Hard hedge by the defender, taken away by Holt. He averages 4 steals a game, but can't quite swipe it from Metter. He's up top, pump fakes the 3, gets the man off his feet, kicks it out. Keepus now drives, gets to the elbow, and gives it right back off. 2 minutes have elapsed here in this fourth quarter. 5-0 Mount Carmel.
Looks like they switched back up to a man-to-man now.
Owen Blake, left corner 3, no good. Jackson Holt bringing it up. Guarded by Keepus, directing traffic. Now over to Arnon. Looks up top from the right wing, now tries to drive baseline, does. Gets to the short corner, now back out to the perimeter. Holt getting a hard screen, but denying it from Dunlap. Nearly loses his dribble and picks it back up. Gets to the block, tipped away again by Metter. Finds Dunlap once more. He takes a shot over Jack Webb and sinks it from the left wing. A 3-pointer. 5-3 the score. Mount Carmel still in front. Never mind, it was a long 2.
That's just a shot that's really hard to contest if you're Jack Webb. He was there, had a hand in his face, and Dunlap just has a high release and got it up way above his hand.
Here's Metter off a handoff in the mid-range, shoots it a long 2, got it to roll in the front iron. Tough shot from Metter. 7-2 now the score, 4:56 to play first quarter.
And like we said, when he's working downhill first, can step back into a mid-range or work off into a 3, Metter is one of the best guards in the LIC.
Here's Hardiman trying to drive past Metter, gets it off to Holt. He gets in the mid-range, gets to the elbow, now handing it back off to Sparks. Hardiman up top to Holt. Robinson in their white home jerseys. Here's Dunlap, takes the right wing 3, no good. Rimmed out, now rebounded by Acre, who brings it up. Crosses over, gets to the charity stripe, and dumps it right back off to Keepus up top. He's guarded closely by Hardiman, who's swiping at him. Bounce pass up to Acre. Closely contested contest thus far. 7-2 the score. Mount Carmel in front. 3 minutes have gone past here in this first quarter. 4:07 to play. Acre drives with the right hand, spins, trying to find Metter on the back, cut and does. Through contact, and 1 for Shane Metter down low on the left side.
Nothing more I love than a face cut against a man-to-man. He has to hedge a little bit because the guy just got beat to the spot. He's going to have to hedge. Metter sees that, cuts back door, and gets a wide-open look at the rim.
Rhett Andrews checks in for the first time here today as we have our first timeout of this contest. That is a Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan timeout. 9-2 the score here. 4 minutes to play first quarter from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
I chose Wabash Valley College because I didn't really know what I wanted to do right after high school. And today I can say it was the best decision that I could have made. When I was here, I had the chance to join different clubs and to take a couple different classes, and I really expanded on my interests. In my classes, I learned what I liked and I learned what I didn't like. So I did get to meet new friends. I joined a bunch of clubs, practiced some leadership skills, and kind of gradually grew into adulthood here. And so I'm very grateful for that. My name is Jonathan Leach. I graduated in 2013 from Wabash Valley College, and that's why this was the best decision for me.
Back here in Robinson High School, 9-2 the score. Mount Carmel in front, 4 minutes to go first quarter. Shane Metter at the free throw line looking for point number 8.
Shane Metter's had a really great first quarter as he's done a lot of stuff really well.
Missed the free throw, but rebounded by Acre. Here's Metter from the left corner, airballed it. That's a tough look and not one you expect from him. Holt driving, trying to go coast to coast, gets down, right block through contact, fouled. That's going to go against Rhett Andrews quickly. His first. So Holt now goes to the foul line. Jackson Holt is the leading free throw shooter on this team at 71%.
They actually called that one on Wade Keepus from behind with some swiping hands. That was who I thought the foul was on originally.
So Keepus the one that picks it up. That's why you're here, Max. You're my eyes and ears.
I'm trying.
Holt making the first one. Second one is up and through as well. So 9-4 the score, 3:47 to play, first of 4 quarters. Menor coming down the left side, getting a high ball screen. Gets to the left wing, steps back, gets a man off his feet. Mid-range shot, tough. Jumper, gets it to fall. He has 9 points early here in this first quarter. 11-4 the score, 3:30 to play. Holt driving, kicking. That long shot from the left wing is in from Arnon, his first 3 of the night, 11-7.
This team offensively is best when Shane Metter says, give me the ball and get out of the way. I'm going to go get a bucket. And he shows it right there as he, as you said, has 9 all in this first quarter.
Keepus hands it off to Metter, who gets a ball screen heading left. Now the cherry stripe, bounce pass inside, swiped away by Cruz Dunlap. He gives it off to Holt, who now loses it to Shane Metter. He's on his own, going down the court, gets the easiest 2 points of his night. Make that 13-7 the score. He now is in double figures with 11 of Mount Carmel's 13 points. Here's Hardiman, right corner, tripled, no, missed it long. That's the rebound's going to land in the hands of Elliott Akery, who will bring it up himself. Akery to Blake.
And this Robinson team plays quick, Riley. As soon as they see a three-point look, they're pulling the trigger and they're getting it out, trying to just outrun their opponent.
2.5 minutes to go in the first 8. Metter drives and kicks. Owen Blake, right wing 3, no, missed it. Holt will bring it up for Robinson. The Maroons quickly into their half-court offense. Here's Dunlap, high post. Giving it off to Arnon, who drives, kicks. Holt touches it out of bounds. It'll go the way of the maroon jerseys.
And Mount Carmel, their man-to-man defense has done wonders for them this year. They have ran it really well, and it's been fun to watch.
Certainly a lot of improvement from year to year, a lot of player development as well for this Golden Aces team. Keep us on the right side, looking to get it inside to Andrews, who's in the middle of 3 bodies. Kicks it out to Blake. Jab steps to the sideline and now gives it off to Keepus up front. Akery drives against Hardiman. Pump fakes, kicks it. Metter drives baseline in the short corner. Now he's doubled. Got to get it out and does. 1:40 to play first quarter. Owen Blake drives baseline right side. Dumps it down low. Rhett Andrews through contact with the right side of the window and in. His first 2 points of the night. 15-7. The Aces have now doubled up the Maroons.
And fun fact, Riley, that first quick set they ran was what way back in the day when my dad coached called horns. So I know that one pretty well.
Long skip pass, bounce inside to Sparks, swiped away by Keepus. Quick hands, but stays here. Perks of being a coach's son, you know everything.
Yeah, well, as soon as I saw the face cut, I knew what play it was for Andrews after the cross screen, and I love that play. It's going to get a lot of those looks. I was going to say don't force it on horns, and I was like, oh, no, I sound like my dad.
Hardiman drives through contact, up and under, got fouled on his way up. He'll have 2. See who that foul goes against. It's on Owen Blake, his first. Team's second.
And I know he still got the foul call, but something I don't like is just the bringing the ball down low. That's bringing in pests. That's bringing in smaller guards, being able to tip that ball away. If he kept that high, he was still probably going to get a foul and had a better chance at making the layup.
He missed the first one, did Hardiman. Isaac on the second try from the nail sinks it. His first point. 15-8 the score, 1:15 to play first quarter. Metter will bring it up the left side. Guarded closely by Arnon. On the face cut, here's Owen Blake. Down low against Hardiman. Spinning, trying to find space. Does, goes up, missed it. Fights for the rebound hard and gets it, but he steps out of bounds just before he could really quite get a handle on it, so it will go the way of the Maroons.
And you love the hustle from Owen Blake. He misses the first try. He's going to go try to make an opportunity to get that second and third try. Just couldn't get the fall.
60 seconds to go here in this first period. Holt, ball in his left hand, trying to create some space against Keepus and hands it straight off. Gets it right back. Now on the right side, on the wing. Guarded closely by Blake. Gives it off to Sparks, who looks down low. Can't find anything. Now Dunlap. Dunlap. Lob pass inside Sparks, who got fouled. That's going to go up against Shane Metter. He thought it was a tie-up as he had both hands on the basketball. Head coach Buss also a little frustrated there as it's going to be a foul against his star player.
But in the eyes of an official, they're just seeing the hand that was up in the air and came down on the ball. They're going to guess foul every time.
On the inbound, they give it off to Holt, who shoots the three from the left and completely misses it. A little long. Trying to thread the needle is Metter. Does to Owen Blake. Got it stripped away. Finds it on the baseline. Doesn't step out. Stays composed. Now to Acree. Short little floater. Gets it off the back iron, but it skips out. 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. Here's Holt. Probably looking for the last shot here if I were to guess. Hardiman looks down low to Dunlap. Now drives past Metter. Gets in the short corner. Kicks it right back out. Here's Sparks. Sparks with 4 seconds to work. Gets in the mid-range. Kicks it. Hardiman, 2 seconds. Steps back. Has to put something up and does just in time, but a way low air ball for him. So we end the first quarter. Mount Carmel in front 15-8 over the Robinson Maroons from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
It's holiday season with great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get up to $13,300 off on a new 2025 Jeep Cherokee L or a 26 Ram 1500 with 0% financing for 60 months. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. You can take the opportunity to add additional weather stripping to your doors and to your windows, use of caulk to try to seal up some of those cracks where the wind comes in. And one thing that people oftentimes overlook is setting your fans to run in a clockwise rotation. Summertime they should go counterclockwise, wintertime clockwise, and that helps move the heat around your home more efficiently.
Right back into the action here in Robinson. Holt up top, guarded by Metter. Gives it over to Arnon, looking down low to Dunlap, can't find him. Long skip past the freshly checked in Robinson Maroon, who airballs the shot. That was Gunnar Holt.
Legs aren't warm yet. You're going to leave one short early.
Gunnar Holt, the one that gets the Shane Metter assignment. Oh, tough pickings. Metter drives against him. Now the left elbow, gives it off to Jack Webb. One power dribble, goes up through Dunlap, up and under, no good.
That's another really good move. Once again, he tries to scoop it up there. I'd like for him to be more powerful in how he takes it to the rim.
Andrew Sparks, back turn to Acree, trying to back his man down. Kicks it out to Jackson Holt. Guarded by Keepus. He's in the right corner, gets to the baseline. Long pass to his brother Gunnar, who shoots the three, misses the three from the left corner. Tipped out of bounds off of Sparks, goes the way of Mount Carmel. 15-8 the score early second quarter, 17 to play.
It's pretty obvious what Gunnar Holt is on the floor to do right now, and that is to shoot the outside shot. They are running so many quick sets to get him a quick corner look, a quick top of the key look, and he's going to let it fly when he gets an open look.
Here's Webb, right elbow, gives it off to Metter in the mid-range. He tries to drive past multiple men, does, puts it up, misses short. Jackson Holt gets it from Dunlap. Ball in his right hand, crosses over to left, trying to get past Keepus, who's ferocious defensively. Here's Arnott. He drives past Blake, gets to the mid-range. Quick dump pass into Sparks, goes up over Elliot Acree and sinks it. 15-10. Sparks finally using his size inside his first 2 points.
And unless I am as big as a offensive player as you can imagine, if you told me Wade Keepus was who was guarding me, I would not be happy that day.
Owen Blake missing a three from the wing there, rebounded by Holt. Coming up the floor quickly. Jackson Holt driving, spinning into the mid-range on the right side. Kicking now to Sparks. He takes a left wing three through contact, misses. Somehow no foul called. That one goes out off of Metter.
And right now what the Aces are doing defensively is Jack Webb and Ray Andrews are going to swap a lot here early in this game. They're going to rotate them guarding Dunlap because they're going to make everybody else on the floor beat them and not him.
Jackson Holt bounce pass inside Dunlap, but a foul called as the pass was made. Most likely against Jack Webb. And it is.
That's a good foul.
First.
It's on the floor. You got beat. Don't let him get the shot off. just take one and make him either have to take a trip to the line or they have to run another inbounds play.
No time ticked off the clock there. Pass into Gunnar Holt. He's up top, guarded by Metter. Now over to Jackson. Looks inside to Dunlap against Webb. Can't quite get it to him. He drives instead. Steps back now, tries to get it into him, but quick hands by Keepus takes it away. 15-10 the score. Mount Carmel in front. 5:45 to play. Owen Blake quickly, coast to coast, goes up through contact and one. Owen Blake contorting his body in the air. Little flick of the wrist with the spin. 17-10 Mount Carmel in the lead.
I don't know if I would have quite guessed that one as a blocking call, but it was a 50-50 call. There was a guy on the top side who probably fouled him before the charge or the block, and that's why he got the foul.
Rimmed out the free throw. Mount Carmel with a 7-point lead, 5:35 to play here in this first half. Jackson Holt with it, takes a ball screen from Dunlap. Drives but gets stopped by Webb, who now switches on to him. Long pass to Sparks. Sparks short mid-range jumper in the left short corner, missed it long. Rebound Dunlap, goes up left basket and in. Dunlap with 4 points now.
That's where he hurts you, is on those putback opportunities. Stand at 6'7", you've got to put a body on him and make him go over your back.
5-point lead for Mount Carmel, 17-12. Lob pass inside to Jack Webb, trying to get Dunlap off his feet. Spinning, moving, contact, travel. So an unforced error there for Mount Carmel. 3 minutes has elapsed here in this second quarter. 17-12 the score, Mount Carmel in front. Here's Jackson Holt, still guarded by Keepus. Boy, that's got to be frustrating. Ball in his right hand, crosses over. Can't quite do it, now does again. And a foul call, that's going to be a hand check, I assume, against Keepus.
And it's hard to be defended by Keepus when you can only go one way, especially. He cannot go take it back to his left side, and Keepus is going to clamp down that right, make it hard for you to work around as he picks up his second foul, and Ace is going to put some more size out there.
And because of that second foul, Elias Knapp checks into the ball game for Keepus. So now Jackson Holt will be guarded by Shane Metter. So now 3 bigs into the game for Mount Carmel. Owen Blake, kind of a point forward, I guess you could consider him.
Wing player.
There you go. Dunlap, mid-range jumper from the line, no good. Rebound up and fought for by Blake. Long pass up to a wide-open Jack Webb. Goes up and contact. A foul from behind against Dunlap, and one for Jack Webb. Dunlap came crashing hard down the court. Goes up, hit the backboard. Must have pushed Jack Webb in the back also. That's his first foul, and another and one opportunity for Mount Carmel.
I guess I'm speechless.
Yeah, that one certainly was an interesting call. We're happy about it because it went in the favor of Mount Carmel, but still, missing the free throw there was Jack Webb.
And after that miss, the Aces are now 0 for 3 from the line.
Gunnar Holt fakes the three, drives, and tries to kick it back out. Bounce pass inside to his brother Jackson. Tipped up in the air, somehow still on the floor. 3 players dive at it, 2 of them being for Mount Carmel, but a jump ball call. That'll go the way of the Golden Aces. Possession arrow in their favor.
That's always nice when you see more maroon than you see white diving on the floor, especially if you're Coach Kyle Buss.
Mount Carmel has played ferociously on the defensive end of the floor tonight. And it certainly helped their offense. They've gotten a lot of fast break opportunities, some good calls going their way, and a 19-12 lead currently. Halfway through the second quarter, inside Jack Webb, gets Dunlap off his feet, goes up off the glass and in.
It's so nice what you can do when you just use a simple shot fake, a simple post move. You're going to score. Jack Webb has 6 points in one of his first games back from playing simple basketball.
Here's Arnon. He drives and kicks to Jackson Holt. Holt to the freshly checked in Hardiman. Takes a long right wing 3, sinks it. Nothing but nylon for him. His first 3.
He's taken a lot of deep looks. You're going to have to think that's who the Robinson Maroons want taking some of those outside shots.
21-15 the score, 3:24 to play second quarter. Here's Metter, top of the key 3, no. Rolled off the front then back, but he gets the steal, goes in, through contact, up off the glass, no good. Another offensive board, that one Elias Knapp who puts it through. 23-15, Aces in front. Head coach Kyle Buss needing to talk about it. This is a Country Financial Agent Team Morgan timeout. We'll be back from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
My name is Alexis Johnson. I'm from Brookston, Indiana, and I'm in the Physical Therapy Assistant Program at Wabash Valley College. Some of the hands-on activities we have in the Physical Therapy Assistant Program is we work on each other, getting that practice in the school setting, and then we also go to clinicals. We go out and work on actual patients with actual employees and just getting hands-on with your patients. After graduating, I plan on going back to my community, working in a hospital setting, maybe a nursing home, and just helping those people around me.
Back here in Robinson, Illinois, 23-15 the score. Mount Carmel in front by 8 here against the Maroons. Max, what has Mount Carmel done so well so far in this first half?
Defense, offensive rebounds, and they're doing something that is totally different from what I'm used to even from the start of the season. They're taking it to the rim with 2 hands every time. They have drawn so many fouls on the Maroons from taking it to the rim strong and going up through contact and not around contact.
Mount Carmel in trap defense now. Down low to Sparks. He is fouled from behind. He will get 2 shots. That one goes against Owen Blake. A lot of ball there, but we've seen it be called multiple times here tonight. They're calling it tight. That's Owen Blake's second.
We'll see who he's going to sub in for Owen Blake, that he's going to, or if he's just going to trust Owen Blake not to get his second foul.
Looks like Keepitz is going to be the one coming in. You really do not want him getting his third as Sparks makes the first of 2 attempts. As again, Keepitz, such a key defensive weapon for this Mount Carmel team and has been all season.
But if you're Coach Kyle Buss, sometimes you just got to trust your guns and go with the best defender that you have on your roster.
Sparks trying to cut it down to a 6-point game and does. He has 4 points, the score, 23-17 in favor of the Golden Aces. Shane Metter brings it up. He has not scored since the very beginning parts of this second quarter. He has 11 total. He drives and kicks to Acree. Acree getting it inside Jack Webb. Long 2 from the charity stripe. Got it to roll in. Nice quick release on the mid-range jumper for Jack Webb. He has 8. 25-17 the score. 2:30 to play first half. With it is Arnon. Crosses over to the left, now back to the right. Gets to the charity stripe. Inside pass. Knapp goes up through contact. Wow, tough finish for him.
That's a really strong take. He got Elias Knapp, who's not the quickest defender. Got him on his feet, got around, and took a really tough take to the rim. 25-19 the score. Zone defense again here for the Maroons. Acree with it in the right corner. He gets trapped. Got it taken away by Hardiman. Hardiman one-on-one against Keepitz. Down low. Bounce pass inside. Missing it is Arnon. Now back the other way comes Mount Carmel. Here's Acree. Gets inside. Right block. Up through contact. Missing again. Sparks and the Maroons running quickly. Right side. Inside Arnon. Dump pass down low to Dunlap, but it's tipped away from back behind by Elias Knapp, and will stay here with the Maroons. Knapp checking out now for Red Andrews. And if you are the Aces, you have got to slow it down. They have done so well in the half-court offense. They've done so well when the game is played at their pace. They cannot speed up because Robinson likes to play quick.
Arnon drives and kicks to Jackson Holt, who's guarded by Rhett Andrews. Holt crosses over to left, goes up with the left hand, missing. Here comes Shane Metter. Shane Metter all by himself. Another easy 2 points there off the right side of the window. He now has 13. Score 27-19.
I love the heads-up play there from Rhett Andrews. Sees Dunlap trailing. I'm just going to go run in front of him and try to put on the brakes to not let him have a chance to contest the shot.
Hardiman, right corner, triple falls. And boy, you can't let him get a quick release off. That's his second 3 of the night. He has 7 points, 27-22 now the score. 1:10 to go here in this first half. Keep us up top. Drives and kicks to Metter. Here's this slow-paced half-court offense that Mount Carmel has done so well with. Acree in the right corner, up top, net back to keep us. Under a minute to play. Metter drives, gets to the charity stripe, dumps it inside, looking, but gets a charge called against him for extending his arm a tad against Dunlap inside, trying to create some space for the mid-range shot.
He definitely extended the arm, but no, that's not a charge in any world.
Jackson Holt Maroons now taking it slow. 38 seconds to play. Holt with it, down low to Dunlap. He's trying to back down Jack Webb. Turn around, mid-range follow-away jumper, miss. Keep us with the rebound. 30 seconds to work. They're going to take their time. He's on the left side, driving. Nearly doubled, now to Metter. Metter is doubled. Back to Keepus. Here's Acree. Mount Carmel now going with 10 seconds on the clock. Acree in the corner. Gets it up to Metter, who nearly got it taken away. He goes through contact, gets fouled from beyond the arc, and he has 3 shots. Robinson is not happy, but that was a foul.
Yeah, that was obvious. There's some of the obvious ones people argue with, and it's the totally just non-obvious kind of ticky-tack calls that people are just fine with every once in a while. That amaze me when I watch basketball.
The defender certainly in not only Metter's landing space, but making contact with the arm as well on his way up. The first of 3 free throws is in. Metter with 14 first half points, potentially could have 16. 3.2 on the clock, 28-22 the score currently here in this first half. Metter, big deep breath at the nail, goes up and through. Shane Metter is nearly automatic at the free throw line. Now I say that and we'll see what happens.
I'm not mad at you, Riley, but we both know what you might have just done. Knock on wood.
There we go. We have wood in front of us, fellas, so maybe not. It helps. He makes it 16 first half points for Shane Metter. Checking in for some last second minutes to make sure no one gets a foul is Dean Bolt as well as Chase Wiggins. But before that, a Country Financial Agent Team Morgan timeout. When we come back, we'll have that last 3.2 of the first half. From the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel basketball.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
Back here in Robinson, Illinois, and Robinson's going to have to move quickly. They have a full court to go down and 3.2 seconds to do it to try and score. 30-22 is the score here in this first half. Be sure to stay tuned for the Keepus Funeral Home halftime show coming up next. Inbounding it will be Jackson Holt. Holt quickly gets it to Hardiman. Hardiman, one long football pass to the basket, and it was nowhere close. So with that, an 8-point lead for Mount Carmel as we go to the break. When we come back, we'll have the Keepus Funeral Home halftime show for you. We'll talk about what each team needs to do in the second half and about the first half of action. From the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel basketball.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Hi, I'm Tony. I graduated Wabash Valley College at Mount Carmel, and it was the best decision ever. It gave me the opportunity to go on the air almost immediately. Within about a week of starting the broadcasting program at Wabash Valley College, I was a DJ on 89.1 WVJC, and that on-air experience was invaluable to my future career and hiring potential.
Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2025 Ford F-150 with 0% financing or a Bronco for $499 a month on a 36-month lease. Find your new vehicle at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Your best deals are at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a 2026 Pacifica, only $399 a month. Or lease a 26 Durango for $449 a month. See store for details. And go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
As a faculty member, Wabash Valley College was the best decision ever.
I've always been excited to return back to Wabash Valley as an employee to inspire students the way I was inspired when I went to school here. And what I love is the sense of community that I have with my coworkers and being able to provide that to our students.
Welcome back. Halftime show here at Robinson, Illinois, as Mount Carmel leads 30-22 over these Robinson Maroons. This is the Keep Us Funeral Home halftime show. If you need to find them, they're located on 1500 North Cherry Street. I'm Raleigh Angel alongside my partner, Max Gerlach. Max, a really good first half there for Mount Carmel defensively and offensively. They were able to get pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, they're able to get whatever they wanted, and it all starts with one player. That's Shane Metter. He has 16 first half points, and it feels like nobody here can stay in front of him for more than about a second and a half. Is he getting whatever look he wants? Jack Webb also has 8 points. He has played so well in the post. He's went up strong. He's went up quick. He hasn't done all the fancy stuff that he liked to do a lot last year. Elias Knapp has 2. Owen Blake has 2. Ray Andrews has 2. They have multiple guys that all have a couple points, and then of course, Shane Metter with the 16, like we said. And defensively, they've held Cruz Dunlap to 4 points. Now, Isaac Hardiman, very good shooter for this squad. He does have 6 points on 2 made threes in the second quarter. But outside of that, this defense has been amazing for the Aces. It all starts with Wade Keepus out front. He's doing a great job on the perimeter. And then, of course, they've got all the guys down low that are helping off and contesting a lot of these shots that the Maroons are having to force up.
Yeah, and I don't think you can understate the importance of Jack Webb here tonight. I mean, looking back 2 years ago when I first saw him play and looking at what he's been able to do tonight, he is a completely different player. It's crazy the amount of development that he's had these past couple of seasons, and it's really helped Mount Carmel tonight how disciplined he is down low compared to what he was even last season.
Yeah, it's really nice when Jack kind of just woke up, I think, this morning and realized he was 6'5", I'd guess, right there, close to the 225 to 240 range. He is a big boy, going to play Division I football at tight end for a reason.
Yeah.
He is the strongest player on the floor, and I don't think it is close between anybody but again for Robinson. He is by far the strongest player out there, and he's going to do what the strongest player does, and that's going to take aggressive takes to the rim and score the ball for the Aces when they need the ball scored.
And his strength not only has shown its way into 8 points, but defensively against Cruz Dunlap, he has locked him down. Dunlap, a guy that scores 15 a game right now, he's locked at 4 through the first 16 minutes.
Yeah, it also helps that Robinson's just not doing a good job at getting in the ball. They're not working it over to him. All they're doing is they're trying to work on the perimeter, and when you have a guy that's 6'7", as good as he is, you're not going to be able to work on the perimeter and just get the ball to those spots that I think that they're going to want to get him the ball down low where he can maybe work off a post fade or something along those lines. It's all been quick shots. I think that they're scared of the ball pressure. They're scared of turning it over, as once again the Aces ball pressure has been amazing.
One of the times that we did see Mount Carmel get into some trouble there in that first half was when they tried to match the pace of Robinson instead of sitting in their half-court offense like they have done so well. For Robinson to get back into this one, do you think that's what they have to do, is get Mount Carmel sped up?
Yeah, that's kind of the key to beating this Mount Carmel squad, and I think it's been just speeding them up. A lot of teams that have given the Aces struggles have ran a full-court press during the game. They've ran just a lot of stuff where Mount Carmel's going to have to be sped up, a high-motored half-court defense where it makes the Aces hard to get into their set offense, their set plays, and you're constantly up in their grill. They can't make some of the longer passes that their sets call for. So I think speeding the Aces up is going to be the only key for Robinson to kind of just slow them down offensively.
And player-wise, I mean, for Robinson, it's been Isaac Hardiman who has been the best for them. He's knocked down 2 really big threes, made a free throw as well. He has 7 leading this Robinson team in scoring. But their biggest threats haven't really done anything offensively. How do you, as the Maroons, start to get them more involved?
it's got to be getting them to your spots. Hey, where are you most comfortable right now? Really, the only basket Cruz Dunlap has is an easy layup, and then he hit that really tough mid-range early in the game, and we were like, oh, crap, that's how this one's going to be when he hit it. But he hasn't done much. You got to give him the ball and tell him, hey, Cruz, go score the ball. You're really good at basketball. Go score the ball for our team because we can't play without you right now on the offensive end of the ball. Then number 25, Mason Trone's got to be more aggressive. He does have 5 points, but heck, you got 5 points, you're only averaging 9 on the year. That means you're doing pretty well comparative to your average. You got to go out and try to score the ball a little bit more, be more aggressive heading to the paint, and just use your 6'5" frame against a shorter team in Mount Carmel.
And another guy that I think they need to try and get him to his spots more as well is Andrew Sparks. I haven't seen him in the post really at all tonight, and he's listed at 6'6". How do you get him more involved down low against the Mount Carmel team that has put out a smaller lineup?
I hate to say, but he's probably got to put on another 20 to 25 pounds. He's listed at 170. Yeah. He's not going to be a guy that goes down and posts up. He reminds me a lot of Jaden Goff down at Lawrenceville, who's the best player in the LIC this year. But he's not quite the same player Jaden Goff is, and that's not, trying to be rude in any way. It's just, it's hard to compare the two. So what he's going to have to aim to do is he's just going to have to work at getting these perimeter shots where he can start working downhill. Not going to be a post-up guy, going to be a shot fake rip, take it to the rim and be a lot taller and go and score above everybody else.
This has been the Keepis Funeral Home halftime show. If you need Keepis Funeral Home, they're located on 1500 North Cherry Street. When we come back, it's time for the second half of this one. You're listening from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th foot long free.
4th foot long's free. Fix my fibula later.
4th foot long's free. Finish flirting with Philip.
4th foot long's free. Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted flower peckers, Frank.
4 foot long's free. Forget the fabric sale, Francine. Folks are freaking out over 4th foot long free.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. Open the draperies in the house. Let the sun warm the interior of your home during the day. That helps reduce some of that heating load during the day. Consider installing programmable thermostats. You can drop the temperature down while you're not there, or in the evening times when you're asleep, make the house a little cooler, and then have those programmable thermostats bring the temperature up at the times you're actually in the home, not away.
As a faculty member, Wabash Valley College was the best decision ever. I have always been excited to return back to Wabash Valley as an employee to inspire students the way I was inspired when I went to school here. And what I love is the sense of community that I have with my coworkers and being able to provide that to our students.
Time for the second half of action here in Robinson, Illinois, as your Mount Carmel Golden Aces lead the Robinson Maroons 30-22. I'm Riley Angel alongside my partner Max Gerlach. Action just now getting underway here in this third quarter as Jackson Holt has it, bringing the ball up. Here's Hardiman. He's in the left wing. Now driving, gets in the mid-range to his spot, misses the jumper. Ball goes out of bounds, but it's off of Dunlap going the way of Mount Carmel.
Hardiman did a really good job of stepping into that mid-range. Perfect. Exactly here taught left to right when you're coming the way he is. And Dunlap trying to work on the boards, but like we said, Jack Webb understands that he is the strongest player on the floor by a wide margin and moved him to get that rebound.
Here's Metter driving past a couple defenders, bounce pass into Owen Blake, who goes up through contact, misses the layup, no foul. Second time up does get fouled. He'll have 2 shots at the line.
You know, the best thing in basketball is if you're rooting for the team, best things in basketball are offensive rebounds, and then when you get the offensive rebound, you get fouled.
Yeah, best thing and most frustrating thing, depending on who you're rooting for, as the first free throw is up and through. That is one thing Mount Carmel struggled with other than Shane Metter in that first half was free throw shooting. We'll see if they can improve that here in the second 16 minutes.
They also only had 3 free throws, and all of them were off of and ones, so it's tough to see.
Owen Blake makes both. The reverse broadcaster's jinx there worked in our favor. Jackson Holt brings it up, 7:30 to play, 10-point lead for Mount Carmel. Holt looking inside to Sparks against Acree. Gets it to him, top of the key, 4-3, good. There it is, gets to the perimeter, and Andrew Sparks knocks down a triple. 32-25, 7:15 to play, third quarter. Metter with the ball in his right hand, kicks it to Keepus, now over inside to Jack Webb. Goes up right side and banks it home on the layup. Jack Webb now in double figures with 10.
Not often am I completely bamboozled by a zone defense, but I'm not quite sure if this is a 1-2-2 or a 1-3-1 by the Maroons.
Owen Blake with a steal, goes up, gets fouled from behind. He'll have 2 shots at the line once again.
Another thing, very frustrating, lazy passes across the floor. That one was just a weak one where Owen Blake sat there like a safety and went and picked it off to go get himself a layup on the other side.
Gunnar Holt's first foul. That's his third foul. Wow, where was I? Owen Blake on the first free throw makes it.
I'll be honest, I completely forgot to keep fouls for Robinson, so we're relying on you right now, Riley.
And I'm relying on the scorekeeper.
Let's hope that they do their job a little bit better than we do.
Owen Blake on the second try, misses. Rebound Sparks. Gives it off to Jackson Holt. Over to Hardiman. He's in the left corner, gets it tipped away by Metter, who has it in the backcourt. Goes against Holt, but Holt recovers somehow. Long pass up to Hardiman. Down low to Dunlap, but it's tipped away by Jack Webb, who gives it up to Metter. Metter 1-on-3. Taking it, spinning, right side, goes up through contact, just bounces out. Offensive rebound, Owen Blake gets fouled, but it's on the floor.
Gosh, weak passes, fouls on the other end, offensive rebounds. Oh, it's just the Aces are playing so much better than the Robinson Maroons right now.
On the floor, but they're lined up at the free throw line.
Mount Carmel thought it was on the shot, but it was definitely on the floor. He just didn't have full possession of it really until he was able to get it up. I think that's why they won a shooting foul.
Shaden Metter with it. Long pass up top to Keepus and finds him. 35-25 the score, 6:22 to play, third quarter. Keepus crossing over, spinning back to the left, getting inside, down low, through into the trees, goes up and got fouled. Almost knocks down the and one, but it barely skipped out, and Keepus, with some bravery going down to the post, draws a foul.
And I'd love for him to be more aggressive on offense. For as small as he is, he gets to the rim well, he shoots outside good enough, and I think he's got to be an outside scorer for the Aces.
First free throw is in. Extending the lead to 11. Mount Carmel has played spectacular basketball here tonight against this Robinson team. Both these squads looking for their first LIC win as Keepus knocks down both. 37-25, 12-point lead in Mount Carmel. Robinson needs to get something going. 6:12 to play, third quarter. Jackson Holt with it. Crossing over past Keepus, gets down to the elbow. Lob pass inside, Sparks taken away by Metter. He's doubled in the backcourt, but gets a helpful screen from Jack Webb as he makes his way up the court. Here's Jack Webb, charity stripe, spinning, past Dunlap, pump fake, goes up but travels. And that's kind of what we were talking about at halftime, what Jack Webb had been doing the other 2 years of his career.
The happy feet.
Yes.
Because he has the athletic ability to make those moves. He just sometimes gets so ahead of himself.
Dunlap inside to Sparks, taken away by Owen Blake. Boy, the defense for Mount Carmel has been insane tonight. Metter with it. The right side of the floor is cleared. Over to it is Acree, who gets the basketball. Acree driving left, spinning right, trying to get it to Metter on the back cut, can't find him. Now Owen Blake with it. Right back to Acree. Pump fakes the three. He's top of the key. Mount Carmel slowing the pace. Owen Blake drives left, gets to the short corner in the mid-range, now up to Metter. Metter ball in his right hand, directing traffic, gets a left ball screen and takes it. Goes, drives, inside left block, goes up, get fouled, a hard foul there. Misses the layup, but he has two.
That's a frustration foul, Riley. He didn't help over, so he's just going to hack with the hand instead of sliding over and probably not getting a foul and getting a lot better contest on that jump shot from Shane Metter.
And one thing to note, with 5 minutes to play in the third quarter, Mount Carmel already in the bonus. Andrew Sparks with his third.
Don't say that. We're going to be here till midnight, Riley.
Metter does miss the first one. You know, I don't think any of us want to be here till midnight. I mean, it's only 8:20.
Heck, back when Aces played Evansville Day, they started fouling with 4.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Boy, now that's an issue. Metter makes the second. He has 17. 38-25 the score, 13-point lead Mount Carmel. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Jackson Holt drives. Steps back. Looking for Dunlap in the high post, can't find him. Dunlap gives him a right ball screen and he takes it. Getting to the mid-range, right block up through contact against Jack Webb and a tough layup against him. Jackson Holt now with 4 points. 38-27 the score, 4:45 to play, third quarter. Metter with the basketball up top. Slowly backing down his man, steps back, fakes, gets inside, right block gets doubled, kicks it out to Owen Blake, who gets his man off his feet, drives inside against Dunlap, goes through him, and a foul called again. 2 more free throws for Owen Blake coming up.
That's going to be his third trip to the line in this third quarter.
It has certainly been a frustrating third quarter for Robinson. That is now 6 team fouls against them in just 3.5 minutes of game time. Blake makes the first.
And that's just what happens when you go to the rim strong, you go up with 2 hands, you're going to get foul calls, and you're going to get better opportunities to score at the rim.
Well, and we saw in the first half that this officiating crew, as Owen Blake barely makes the second one.
They're calling it close.
Yeah.
This is some Central Illinois basketball.
Holt drives in the middle of the lane, goes up, tough fall, but he got fouled. Missed the layup. He left 2.
This is, if they're going to call it this close, Riley, I'm not joking. We may be lucky to leave by, 10 o'clock tonight. This is just a very closely called basketball game right now.
Well, and sadly, I don't get paid by the hour.
Well, I don't either.
Missing the first free throw was Jackson Holt. 40-27, 13-point lead here in this third quarter for Mount Carmel. 4:21 to play. Goes up and misses both. You know what they say. Ball don't lie.
Ball does not lie.
Shane Metter brings it up over to Jack Webb on the left side. He's on the perimeter extended. Back to Metter right side again. Kicks it across the court. Mount Carmel taking their time in the half court. Halfway through this third quarter. Here's Webb, top of the key. Over to Keepus, looks inside to Acree, can't find him. But now it's Metter with the basketball. See what Mount Carmel tries to draw up here. Webb to Acree, near the half-court line. 40-27 the score. Mount Carmel in front, 13-point lead for him. Keepus, right wing, inside Jack Webb. Underneath, got a man off his feet, goes up, misses the bunny. Rebound falls in the hands of Arnon, and that was exactly what head coach Kyle Buss wanted from him, just missing the layup. Here's Hardiman, takes the long 3, but misses it.
That's why you sometimes just got to slow yourself down. You're going to leave those short when you're trying to get it out quick. Use your legs, go up high, and finish at the glass.
Country Financial Agent T. Morgan timeout for head coach Kyle Buss. For the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel basketball.
Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th foot long free.
4th foot long's free. Fix my fibula later.
4th foot long's free. Finish flirting with Philip.
4th foot long's free. Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted flower pickers, Frank.
4 foot long's free. Forget the fabric sale, Francine. Folks are freaking out over 4th foot long free.
Back here at Robinson High School, 13-point lead for Mount Carmel, 40-27. Max, what have you seen so far here in this third quarter for either side?
The Aces do an amazing job rotating on the defensive end of the ball. There's a situation where Dunlap was going to get the ball right around the left block. And if I remember right, Elliott Akery does a really good job of helping over. They send a double in the post. Well, guess what that leaves? Another guy open on the block. Owen Blake does a great job of timing it up, dropping, and then tipping that ball, getting a steal for the Aces. They've been able to turn the Maroons over a lot. Then on the offensive end of the ball, it's just they're getting to their spots, and they're doing a good job of scoring from those spots.
Keepis gets it on the sideline inbound. Trying to drive past Holton, does. Holt swiped at him from behind, no foul call. Here's Akery, got it tipped, but fouled. Hardiman, the one that picks that one up. That was from the far side official.
No, they're calling Wade Keepis on a charge.
Okay.
Well, but I'm so confused.
It's been one of those nights. That's for sure. Jackson Holt with it, now on the right side is Arnon. He drives to the baseline, gets stopped by Andrews on a dime. Now Dunlap, fade away, fall away, mid-range jumper, missed it, got his own board. One dribble in, loses it. Basketball on the floor. Metter trying to tie himself up in there, and a jump ball called. Thumbs are in the air, and the possession arrow goes the way of Mount Carmel.
Once again, Mount Carmel Aces also just out hustling the Maroons right now.
13-point lead for them. They've looked good, looking to get their first LIC win of the year. Metter gets the right ball screen, now crosses over to left. Here's Owen Blake getting down low, left block, spinning, kicking. Metter, top of the key. Steps back, directs traffic, gets double, now drives, kicks. Owen Blake, right short corner, kicks it out to Metter, who pump fakes the three, steps back once more. Mount Carmel very patient with their shot selection. Long pass into Andrews, tips it away, right side of the window and in.
Riley, that first look on the quick set that they ran was how they got that lead against Lawrenceville early in the year, where they were getting Owen Blake those open flare screen jump shots.
Aces quickly get it back after a missed mid-range shot from Robinson. Owen Blake from a long pass from Metter missed the left side layup. Here comes Jackson Holt, gives it off. Arnon with the mid-range shot was horrible looking and airballs it. Behind the back dribble from Metter, getting himself free. Long pass to Keepis, he's on the right wing. 1:47 to play, third quarter. Here's Metter up top. Now Andrews left side. Looking up to Blake, now over to Metter right wing. 90 seconds to go here, third quarter. 42-27, a 15-point lead for Mount Carmel. Trying to start to run away with it. Keepis looking inside to Elliott Akery, but got it tipped away. Here comes Jackson Holt from the other end. Holt gets inside of the charity stripe. Looks cross court to Hardiman and finds him. He's on the left wing. Looking down low to Dunlap, can't quite find his man. Drives left, kicks it out. Holt for three. No. Back iron. Rebound from Metter.
Right now, even though there's a minute, with how the Aces play, they control pace, this has got to be the last shot.
Akery trying to get it to the open Owen Blake, but got it tipped. Recovers. Now to Andrews. Andrews tipped from behind her, at least you thought, but it was a pass. 49 seconds to work. Metter slowing it up. Most likely will be the last shot. 42-27, the third quarter lead for Mount Carmel. Metter double teamed, tipped out of bounds by the defending Jackson Holt, so it will be Mount Carmel basketball with 31.8 on the clock.
This is a man-to-man that has looked like a 1-3-1 and a 1-2-2 all at the same time. I'm not sure if they have a set defense, if it's just, hey, we're going to go trap and wherever the trap is, that's what defense we're in.
Double teaming Shane Metter in the backcourt, getting into Akery. One dribble inside, bounce pass Owen Blake, goes up right side, got fouled from behind. Boy, that was interesting. Hard to see from our angle, but two free throws coming up for Owen Blake, who has lived at the line here in this third quarter.
He shot it well. He's 5 for 6 from the line right now. Has a chance to do something awesome with this one. He's now 6 for 7 from the free throw line, Riley.
Oh boy, good thing we don't have elementary school kids listening in. Boy, am I glad that that's not a thing in college basketball anymore.
I am too.
Was dominating the headlines there.
Hey, my instructor now, Kyle Peach, got his shot on ESPN's Instagram with the 6-7 thing.
ESPN, CBS Sports, all sorts of media outlets hanging on to that one. 12 seconds to go. Holt goes up, got fouled, and one. So the score now 44-27, 10.4 on the clock, third quarter. I guess it's always good to have some fun in college basketball. I mean, most of them were education day crowds, but
you know, it's still fun.
It is.
You got a lot of people there all screaming for the same goal.
7 points now for Holt as he knocks in the free throw. Freshly checking in here is Grayson Brown for Dunlap. Just a pure defensive substitution at that rate. 10.4 on the clock, 44-29 the score, third quarter. On the inbound is Acree, trying to find his man, and does in Owen Blake. Right back to Keepus. They have 7 seconds to work. Keepus, long pass up to Metter. 5 seconds. He crosses behind the back through the double team, gets into the spot in the mid-range, puts up a three, and banks it in at the buzzer. 47-29 as we head to the fourth. Shane Metter with 20 through 3 quarters. We'll be back from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
Corporate America Family Credit Union at 1011 Oak Street in Mount Carmel is ready to serve you with the financial tools you need for your life's journey. Our staff consists of friends and neighbors from our community, here to serve you like family. We offer a full line of financial services, including new and used vehicle loans, home loans, checking and savings accounts, access to no surcharge ATMs, 24/7 account access, and more. Call or visit us today. Corporate America Family Credit Union, empowering financial success.
Back here in Robinson, Illinois, 46-29 the score as they called that long buzzer beater shot from Shane Metter, a 2-pointer. So he has 19 through 3 quarters. But the score 46-29, 17-point lead for Mount Carmel as we head to the final 8 minutes of work. It's been all Mount Carmel here in this one. Defensively, they've put on a masterclass, and offensively, they're doing really executing their game plan well. So we'll see. Excuse me, it's 46-30. They just added that Jackson Holt free throw that was put in. Either way, a 16-point lead for Mount Carmel. They've looked really good.
Yeah, especially when the pace that you play is as slow as Mount Carmel. Something I just want to touch on, though, is how confusing this Robinson defense is and how well they've adjusted to it. They have done just an amazing job against this. I'm serious. It is a man-to-man mixed with a 1-2-2, mixed with a 1-3-1, mixed with everything, and they go to the zone depending on where they trap. If they get a trap in the corner, it looks like a 1-3-1. If they get a trap up top, they all rotate into almost what would be a 1-2-2. It is crazy, and I do not understand it.
Mount Carmel's done a great job, as you mentioned, figuring that out and doing what they want. Looks like they're going to start in a 2-3 zone. Mount Carmel is defensively.
I like it. Make it look like you're running something else that you're not running and try to throw off the defense. I think they're debating if that was a 2 or a 3 over on the sideline or if the free throw should have been counted. I'm not sure what the debate was, but we're back to action now, Riley.
Jackson Holt will bring it up just now past the 10-second line. The big gray R, the center court. Here's Hardiman, pump fakes the 3, then drives, loses briefly the dribble. Tipped away by Metter, but recovered by Holt. Robinson with some work to do if they want to make this one close. Hardiman to Sparks inside, looking for Dunlap and finds him. Dunlap backing down Jack Webb, falls away for the mid-range shot, but missed.
In a 2-3, I think we're going to see a lot more zone defense next year with the implementation of the shot clock. So I think this is something that the Ace is doing right now, is just trying to stall as much clock as possible with the zone.
Here's Metter trying to drive past the double team and does. Kicks it out to Keepus on the right side. Keepus now in the corner, now in the mid-range. He gets doubled inside to Jack Webb on the right block. He gets doubled as well in the short corner. He's on his knees, and timeout called by head coach Kyle Buss. That's our first Country Financial Agent T. Morgan timeout of this fourth quarter. 46-30 the score from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
Mount Carmel and Robinson with 7:11 to play here in this fourth quarter. 46-30 the Mount Carmel lead as the Golden Aces inbound it from the baseline, I should say. They get it to Owen Blake, who's doubled. Now to Metter. Metter back out to Keepus right side. Keepus is doubled, right back up to Metter, top of the key. Long pass to Acree. Hot potato with the basketball right now for Mount Carmel. Inside Jack Webb, right side of the window and in.
Missed a bunny earlier, and then he makes that one through contact. Riley just can't make up his mind.
He has 12. Cruz Dunlap missing a bunny of his own. Boy, he has just not been able to get off here tonight. 48-30 the score. Here's Wade Keepus right side. Drives, kicks to Acree in the short corner, right side of the wing. Back to Keepus. He drives in with the trees. Euro step, goes up, got fouled. 2 shots coming.
You love that take from Keepus. He sees a lane in the zone. Even if he's smaller, you're going to be able to get through a lane, get a one-on-one take. And a lot of times, at his size, you're going to be able to draw fouls just from running into people. You're naturally going to bounce off of them.
Keepus makes the free throw, his 3rd point of the night. That was Jackson Holt's 2nd foul, 1st team foul. Keepus at the nail for the 2nd try. Makes that one as well. Now a 20-point lead. Here's Hardiman. Pump fakes the 3, guarded by Acree in the left corner. Looking inside to Sparks. He goes up through contact, got fouled by Owen Blake.
Right now the Aces probably could do a better job of rotating, but they're in a 2-3 zone. It's difficult to rotate. If you get that high post look, it's going to be difficult to defend, and that's where the Aces have got to focus in taking away, especially against a taller team in the Maroons.
That is Owen Blake's 3rd foul as the free throw is missed. So something to look at now. 1:30 has elapsed here in this 4th quarter, 6:22 to play in total. Hardiman checks out for Gunnar Holt, another shooting threat. Second free throw try. Makes that one. So Andrew Sparks now with 8 points total. Here's Metter trying to break free. Gives it off to Keepus. One dribble to the left, crossing over, and a long pass into Jack Webb. He goes in, spins left window, but travels on his way up.
That's not a travel. No. That is a really good basketball move. He gets to he steps in, he sets his left, or his left foot is his pivot foot, and spins back. It's a beautiful move.
Taken away by Acree in the right corner. And the Aces just get that possession right back. That was one of the easiest steals I've ever seen. Bounce pass to Acree from Metter. He gets inside, right side, mid-range. Pump fake for Owen Blake, goes up and one. Owen Blake has been so good here in the 2nd half at getting to his spots, drawing fouls. That one gets the basket to fall as well. An old-fashioned 3-point try coming up.
And Owen Blake, those are his first points since the 1st half that have not came from the free throw line.
And with that, he has 11. Goodness.
It doesn't feel like he has near as much as he has simply because he's spent so much time at the free throw line.
That was Andrew Sparks' 4th foul of the night as Owen Blake makes the free throw. So he is out indefinitely, or at least until they trust him to come back in, as here's Hardiman with it. Right side, gets it off to Gunnar Holt, back to Hardiman. Long left wing 3, he misses it short. Coming in hard for the rebound and putback was number 25, Mason Arnon. He has 7.
If you're going to run a zone, you have to rebound off the backside, crashes hard from the corner. Easiest spot to rebound in when you're playing against a 1-2-2 or a 2-3.
Here's Keepus. He's doubled, gives it off to Acree. Acree looking inside. Elias Knapp wide open. Easiest 2 points he's ever had in a varsity basketball game. Make that 55-33, 5:12 to play in the fourth quarter.
If they're going to keep trying to trap the Aces, we're going to see a lot of easy layups.
Dunlap for three at the top of the key. He misses again. Acree picks up his dribble in the backcourt and gets it off to Metter. Metter on the right side, behind the back crossover. He's guarded by Arnott. Over to Elias Knapp, looking inside. One dribble to his right, giving it off to Blake. 4:45 to play, fourth quarter. 22-point lead for Mount Carmel. They have been really good here tonight. Metter inside, gets the ball. He's doubled in the box, but bounce pass Keepus goes up and under. Got fouled. He'll have another 2 shots at the line.
Gosh, I'm going to continue to be a broken record, Riley. Guess where he kept that ball even at 5'8" and was able to get a look at the rim? At his chest or at his head where he can go up with 2 hands?
It's one thing about Wade Keepus, though he is undersized for a basketball player, he is a very smart basketball player.
He is a very smart basketball player. He has a high motor, and he is about the grittiest kid on this team.
Makes that free throw. He has 5 total. Jack Webb back in for Elias Knapp. Very good effort from everyone who has come in for Mount Carmel here tonight. They have played with high energy since the start. Second shot is good. Hardiman gets it on the inbound from Cruz Dunlap. Hardiman getting over to the freshly checked in Grayson Brown. Brown picks up his dribble, has to get it to somebody. Now Hardiman in the corner. He's on the right side. Long skip pass to Browning. Left corner 3, no. Rebound Hardiman in the mid-range, puts up a floater, missed that one. Dunlap trying to fight for it, goes out of bounds off of him, never mind. Apparently it was off of Mount Carmel, so it stays here. 57-33 the score, 4:14 to play, fourth quarter.
You know, Mount Carmel just had more hands there.
Browning up to Arnon, looking for Hardiman, barely finds him. Hardiman driving against Keepus, getting inside, skips it to Browning, tipped away, but picked up by Dunlap. Dunlap out to Hardiman for 3, right corner, makes it. Give him enough looks, he's eventually going to make a couple. He has 10 points, 9 of which coming from beyond the arc. 57-36 the score, under 4 minutes to play. Here's Owen Blake. He drives, he kicks. Down low is Jack Webb, goes up and under for a layup. Easy against Dunlap on the right side of the window.
And that's where a little bit of flick, a little bit of extension works in your favor as he kept it away from the Robinson defender.
Arnon airballs a layup, but on the rebound try, got fouled. And another 2 shots coming.
Probably should be a travel as he threw it up, caught it, and then landed, and nobody else touched it, unless he thinks Owen Blake touched it. But it was obvious that he didn't get a hand on it. It should be a travel on Armin, Mount Carmel ball.
Instead, Webb picks up his second foul. This shot from Arnon is good. He has 8. If anything, Robinson has spread out the scoring here tonight between 6 different guys. That one is good as well. Just no one really taking control of this game as Mount Carmel has from a couple of players. Full court press now from Robinson. Metter brings it up, spinning. He's tripled. He's behind the 10-second line. Long pass to Owen Blake, finds it. Owen Blake right back to Metter. He's doubled up top. Kicks it. Blake down low, wide open. Elliott Ankry underneath. That's the second time Mount Carmel has had a wide open player right by the basket who hasn't been guarded.
Well, if you run the trap poorly, you're going to have open looks. It's awesome to watch.
61-38 the score. Hardiman straight away triple. That one's short. Rebound was going to go to Metter, but he got pushed in the back on his way down. Under 3 minutes to play, fourth quarter, 61-38 the score.
I'd love to quit some of the fouling right now, Riley.
Yeah. I mean, it's 61-38 the score. 23-point lead now for Mount Carmel. Under 3 minutes to play, fourth quarter, as we get a timeout. A Coach Financial Agent Tia Morgan timeout. Mount Carmel in smooth control of this one. From the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel basketball.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooters coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Back here in Robinson, Illinois, 61-38 the score, 2:56 on the clock here in this ball game. I'm Marlon Angel alongside Max Gerlach. So happy you are here with us here tonight. And boy, oh boy, it's been a doozy. Mount Carmel really taking control of this one here in Robinson's house, 61-38 the score.
Yeah, the Aces have outscored the Maroons 31-16 in the second half. That has been a story of just complete outplaying in the second half here by the Aces.
Mount Carmel with the basketball, a full court press here for Robinson. Metter has it, he's doubled in the backcourt again. Coming up the right side, foul call. And soon Mount Carmel's going to be in the bonus. Next foul, actually.
It is the fifth team.
Well, there it is.
Oh, my goodness. And there's 2:50 left, Riley.
With the way they've been calling, you're right, we might be here till 10:30.
And that third quarter went by, honestly, kind of quick. It's only 8:45. We started the second half at about 8:20-ish. So 25-minute second half is just fine.
Metter makes the first free throw. He has 20. Arnon with his second foul. And we got Mount Carmel in the bonus in that third quarter by the 5-minute mark.
Yes.
Metter misses the second. That's rare. Offensive rebound off a free throw for Mount Carmel. And another foul. That one goes against Hardiman, and Acree will be at the line.
And
62-38 the score.
If they start fouling right now, Riley, as we were talking about, they have hit the bonus in every single quarter so far, the Aces have. So that means that everybody's probably in foul trouble. We might see every player for Robinson foul out tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Arnon has 3. Sparks has 4. Holt has 3. Hardiman has 2. Acree made the second free throw, missed the first. Hardiman over to Browning. Browning looking inside to Dunlap and finds him. Excuse me. Goes up, blocked by Webb from behind. Never mind, a foul call.
We're going to call every single bump.
Felix Reynolds at the line, freshly checked in. Misses the first one, didn't hit the rim.
Felix Reynolds must just got the bump to varsity, Riley.
Yeah, you must have. Not on the varsity roster, but on the JV roster. Second free throw misses as well. He was 0 for 2. So we'll see what he can do. Freshly promoted guy, Acree. Got it picked off by Reynolds. Here's Arnon, down low, into Holt. Passes it to Hardiman. 2 minutes to play. Hardiman drives, goes up, left side of the window and in. Easy drive for Hardiman. He now well within double figures with 12. Owen Blake getting beat up in the backcourt. Loses the ball but recovers. Bounce pass into Metter. Metter gets past his man, goes up, misses. Now Hardiman with it up top. He drives, steps back, transition 3, bottoms. Boy, that kid can shoot. Hardiman now with 15. 4 threes for him here tonight. Here's Kepis, drives, goes up against Reynolds, and a charge against Wade Kepis. Boy, what?
No, he did not. He wasn't set. He slid down under him. That's not a charge. But some of the charges, some of the blocks that we've had have been obvious charges.
And Wade Kepis.
And I'm even saying for Mount Carmel, they've had some stuff that I seriously believe should have been called a charge, and that one's called a charge when he wasn't even close.
Not only that, he was pretty low inside in the painted area, and like you mentioned, didn't even have his feet set at that point. Just covered up and fell down. 1:41 to play, fourth quarter, 63-43 the score. 20 points to lead. That was the 4th foul against Wade Keepers tonight. Robinson starting to empty the bench. Here's Bonnell with it. Bonnell kicking out. Kicking, driving is Blake Williams, now Browning. He's guarded closely by Dean Bolt. 3, left corner 3 for Williams, sinks it. 63-46. Metter still in the ball game for Mount Carmel, 1 minute to play. Here's Knapp, guarded closely by Williams. Knapp drives and kicks. Now Bolt. Bolt going to the left side, 60 seconds to play. Andrews left wing, looking for the cutting. Metter didn't find him, now in Elias Knapp. Knapp drives and kicks. Metter up top. Here's Bowser, back over to Metter. Right wing extended. Mount Carmel most likely just going to hold this one until the buzzer runs, unless they have something ridiculously open. 35 seconds and counting. Brendan Bowser drives, might have traveled, tipped away by Browning, keeps it alive. Gives it off to Ian Schmidt. Schmidt, long pass. Now here's Williams again, drives, goes up through contact, got fouled with 22 seconds to play. He has 2 shots. That one goes against Metter this second. 63-46 the score. Mount Carmel going to get their 8th win of the year as Williams knocks in the first. This will get them to 500 at 8-8.
Thought it'd be their 9th win of the year. I thought they were 8-9 heading into the game.
Either way, they're up to 500, and Mount Carmel will certainly take that after the past couple of years they've had, and certainly improvement a lot from this year to this year from last year, as Robinson will fall to 6-10 on the season as 15 seconds is on the clock and counting down. Mid-range shot for Robinson falls. So the final score in this one is 5 seconds falls off the clock. 63-49 in favor of Mount Carmel, just dominant here in this second half especially. Defensively was spectacular, and overall a really good performance from this Mount Carmel Golden Aces team. When we come back, we'll have the coach's post-game show brought to you by Sean Morgan, Republican candidate for Wabash County Clerk. From the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel basketball.
Teaching kids about money is an important step, and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. Open the draperies in the house. Let the sun warm the interior of your home during the day. That helps reduce some of that heating load during the day. Consider installing programmable thermostats. You can drop the temperature down while you're not there, or in the evening times when you're asleep, make the house a little cooler, and then have those programmable thermostats bring the temperature up at the times you're actually in the home, not away.
Back here at Robinson High School in Robinson, Illinois, the final score 63-49 in favor of your Mount Carmel Golden Aces. They improve to 8-8 on the season. Robinson falls to 6-10. Mount Carmel now 1-2 in LIC play, while Robinson 0-4 in the conference. Great conference win for Mount Carmel here, finally getting that monkey off their back and getting that first LIC win of the 25-26 season. And boy, it couldn't have come at a better time. They're playing really well right now, and defensively, they looked really, really good here tonight.
Yeah, the Aces did an amazing job rotating on defense. They did an amazing job just working around in their man-to-man defense and continuing to do a great job of making teams have to make extra passes and then going and picking them off. You can tell that a lot of these guys that are football players, the way that they almost sit in coverage when they're playing defense, they just do a great job on the defensive end of the ball.
Again, this is the coach's post-game show brought to you by Sean Morgan, Republican candidate for Wabash County Clerk. Shane Metter, he did what Shane Metter does. He had 20 points tonight, but Jack Webb, he played spectacular. He had 14 points here this evening.
Yeah, and all of them coming on strong two-point attempts towards the basket. He just did a great job of working through stuff and not forcing shots at the rim. He was slow, he was patient, and when he did go up, he went up strong.
Mount Carmel had 3 players in double figures here tonight. Shane Menner, Jack Webb, and Owen Blake. But really, I mean, they held their opponent to under 50 points. When you do that, you have a really good chance of winning a high school basketball game. And not only that, but offensively, they got basically whatever they wanted. There were multiple times there in that second half when Robinson tried to trap them, and they just had wide open looks right underneath the basket that were easy bunnies. And when you do that consistently, you're going to win ball games.
Yeah, when you don't run a defense, you just decide, hey, we're going to trap wherever we think the ball's going. That's just never going to work. That's going to allow all the open looks at the basket that the Mount Carmel Aces got. It's just going to be so many different intangibles for Robinson to fix. They've got to do better on defense. They've got to play defense without fouling. Now, this crew did call it pretty tight. I'm not going to sit here and say that they didn't, but also you got to play hands-free defense, stay away from the quick fouls, the ticky-tack fouls on the defensive end of the ball when you aren't pressuring another squad.
And Mount Carmel, as we'll quickly go through the scores, Elias Knapp with 4, Wade Keepis had 6, Shane Menner with 20, Jack Webb with 14, Elliot Akery had 3, Owen Blake with 12, Rhett Andrews with 4. For Robinson, Trevor Papantonopoulos had 2, Andrew Sparks had 8, Jackson Holt had 7, Blake Williams with 4, Isaac Hardiman had 15, Mason Arnon with 9, and Cruz Dunlap with 4 himself. Again, this is the Coach's Postgame Show brought to you by Sean Morgan, Republican candidate for Wabash County Clerk. Kyle Buss will be joining us shortly. Tomorrow, Mount Carmel will play OPH at 2 p.m., and that one should be fun. And that is the second of a back-to-back. Obviously, they're used to playing those close back-to-back contests as they did play in that tournament. So we are now joined by head coach Kyle Buss. Coach, take it away.
Well, Coach, there's not much else you can say but a great game from the boys tonight, and it all started on the defensive end. What were you talking about since the last time I've at least seen you on the defensive end? Because the rotating, everything just looks so much better this week than even just at the start of the year.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're just starting to play a lot more together. They've starting to see, how we have to play our defense, how we have to be connected. When a guy drives baseline, we've got to help and then rotate and things like that. We've just gotten a lot better at. We've just been a lot more solid, a lot less breakdowns than we've had prior in the year. So just super proud of the guys. And like I said, it's not always perfect, but, man, they play so hard. And I'm just so proud of how hard they play and how well they're there for each other.
Yeah, and then talk about great players. Cruz Dunlap is a great player for this Robinson squad. Held him to 4 points. Jack Webb had a great game. He had 14 also. How important is it to have him back at full health right now?
Yeah, I mean, he just gives us, a big, strong presence inside that we just don't have without him. Elias and Rhett, they do a great job for us, but they're just a different type of big man. They just don't have quite as much weight on their body. Jack does. Jack can, throw people around. Even the big kid, we posted him up and Jack went and scored. But Jack is going to be a huge piece for us going forward, so we're definitely glad to have him back. But, yeah, to hold the Dunlap kid to 4 points, I mean, he made one really tough shot, too. So, I mean, we didn't give him anything easy tonight. So great team defense for the Aces.
Yeah, and then since I just have a personal basketball question, what was the defense that Robinson was running there late? Because I couldn't decide if it was a man, a 1-2-2, or a 1-3-1, or if it was a mix of all three.
I think to start the fourth, I think it was kind of a box and one, but kind of inverted into it like a diamond. So we just ran. They were chasing Shane, so we just ran a couple of zone sets against them, screened the bottom guy of the zone, and got a couple easy layups to get him out of it. So we were a little worried about that. Junk defenses isn't something that a lot of teams have had to do against us. So it feels good to kind of a tip of the cap to us for having the team have to do that. So just a really good job of our kids executing. It's a set, 2 sets we put in yesterday, and a couple passes and a layup. Good job of our boys executing.
All right, and then one last question, because it looks like mini Coach Buss is getting ready to go.
Getting antsy.
Yeah. Tomorrow, got OPH. I think they're still pretty solid squad. What are they going to bring to the table?
Yeah, they got the Blank kid is a really good player. We weren't obviously looking past Robinson, but we got to do our work on him since it's an early turnaround tomorrow. So we had a couple people, checking them out. So yeah, the Blank kid's a good player. It's definitely not a team that you can just show up and expect to win. So we're going to have to get home, get some rest, and wake up and get ready to do it again tomorrow.
All right, thank you so much, Coach, and a great win tonight.
Thanks, guys. Go Aces.
So again, the final 63-49 in favor of Mount Carmel, who is now 8-8 on the season, getting their first LIC win, while Robinson falls to 6-10, 0-4 in the LIC. Max, any final thoughts?
No, don't got many.
Well, with that, that was the Coach's Postgame Show brought to you by Sean Morgan, Republican candidate for Wabash County Clerk, as mentioned by you, Max. OPH coming to town tomorrow afternoon. 2 p.m. is when that varsity contest will begin. Make sure to come out to the Hilltop and support this Mount Carmel basketball team. Thank you so much for spending your Friday night with us up here in Robinson, Illinois. Again, Mount Carmel, a great conference win. For everyone here, for Max Gerlach, I'm Riley Angel, and as always, have a good night.
I thought it was 1.
Well, 1 o'clock.